This trailer. Camp. Jurassic World Camp. Cretaceous stage. No, copyright. Camp. Cretaceous. Oh, this trailer came down June 4th, 2019. This was a year ago. The evolution. Has. Well, that's an animated Velociraptor. Begun. Okay, this is creepy. No, don't get me. $2020. Well, it's 2020 now, No freaking way. Classic music.
Oh my gosh! Is this not the most amazing camp you have ever seen? Yeah!
This is so cool.
Uh-oh. What?! Is that the Indominus Rex?! Camp is open. Jurassic World. Camp. When's the date? When's the date? Oh, I knew it! September 18th. Oh, let's go, baby! Oh, yes! Wait, hold the phone. Oh my god, that's the Indominus. Wait, but. Is that the Indominus Rex? But. He was eaten! Well, it was actually she. She was eaten alive in that fish. Whatever that thing it was. I don't know what it was. It looks different. There's something not right. There's something not right. Hold up. Okay. For the record, this animation looks exactly like the animation for Fast and Furious Spy Racers. And I watched that season around December 2019 in Las Vegas. And in the finale, the final battle happened in Las Vegas. And I happened to be in Las Vegas, so alright, but still. Jurassic World. I cannot flippin' believe this. This is not happening. This is not happening. Indominus. Wait a minute, if the Indominus Rex is dead, how come I saw... If the Indominus Rex is dead, then how the heck did I just saw... Oh god, is there another... What?! There's toys?! Hold the phone! What the heck is going on here? Oh my god. Oh my god! It is the Indominus Rex! Wait a minute. Hold up, so wait. The Indominus Rex was dead. How is it back? What is going on? There's already toys of these. What the heck is going on? Yo, what is going on? What is going on? There's something not right here. There's something not right here. I need to show this to D. I need to... Wait. I want to see... Is it a poster? Something's not right here, guys. There's something... There's gotta be I don't know what's going on. I don't even know what I'm saying. Oh, there's a poster. Come on, come on. Stop loading. Oh my god. Is it blurry? No, stop being blurry. Come on. I don't have all day here. I gotta pack. It's just gonna log with me, isn't it? Oh, there we go. Discover the other side of the... Other side of island? Hold the phone. Wasn't the island destroyed in Fallen Kingdom? Is this taking place before Fallen Kingdom? What the heck is going on? I'm so confused what's going on. Okay, 2 questions. One, when is this show taking place? And 2, is that the real how is there another Indominus? I need to show this to D. I need to show this to my brother. Hang on, guys. Hang on. I'm showing this to my brother. D, you gotta see this real quick. You gotta see this real quick.
Yeah, sure. That seems perfectly fine.
Same animation with Fast and Furious Spy Racers show.
You have ever seen?
This is so cool.
What was that?
Wow, yeah, I know.
The Indominus Rex was killed. How is it alive?
Hello? Hello? Can anybody?
Campus open.
Yep. Right now.
And here's the poster. Here's the poster. D. How is the Indominus Rex alive? There's even toys. No, wait, hang on.
Yeah, I know.
No, you don't. No, you.
Yeah, dude, I already know that because yo,
Look!
this.
Look! See? Ah, forget it. I already got your reaction. The camera's rolling. Suck it.
Wait, I think I know.
Oh my god, I can't. Okay, guys, this is. Is there a breakdown? I need to watch a breakdown. Oh crap. Okay. Is there a breakdown of this trailer? Oh, okay. Wait. I need to go back to the poster. Is there a breakdown? Is there a breakdown of this trailer? Let me go find it. Because this is just. Oh man, this is good. Like, new Game Cretaceous breakdown. There it is. Come on, download with me. Where's my phone? Is it? Oh man, this is crazy. I can't believe this. I can't.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, this is Best in Slot, and tonight we're going to take a look at the brand new teaser trailer for Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. Lots of new footage.
Cretaceous, that's what it's
Now,
called.
to describe Camp Cretaceous, for those a little out of the loop, this is the official description. Coming in 2020, Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous follows a group of 6 teenagers chosen for a once-in-a-lifetime experience at a new adventure camp on the opposite side of Isla Nublar. So this is during Jurassic World, basically.
During Jurassic World, so I'm guessing this is before the island was destroyed by the volcano in Fallen Kingdom. I'm guessing season 2 of the show is gonna involve some events in Jurassic World 3, Dominion.
But when dinosaurs wreak havoc across the island, the campers are stranded. Unable to reach the outside world, they'll need to go from strangers to friends to family if they're going to survive. So it's an upcoming animated show. I believe it recently got pushed back actually to early September. And it's definitely got a kid kind of slant to it. But hey, it's more Jurassic World content, it's more Jurassic Park content. Let's take a look at the trailer. I'll shut up for this and then we'll break it down a little bit.
Oh my gosh. Is this not the most amazing?
Plus, this Jurassic World is basically Universal, but it sounds like DreamWorks had bought Universal, or Universal bought DreamWorks.
What was that?
Indominus Rex.
Hello? Hello? Can anybody?
September 18th. So there you go. There's the release date. So
We're not even. That's not even that far away. It's literally 2 months
you
away.
know what? That teaser trailer, it got to me a little bit, and I'll tell you for why as we go through. There's definitely some negatives to point out in there as well, but let's take a look at it and break it down frame by frame. So, starting off, beautiful shot of Isla Nublar. They're approaching. This very reminiscent of the original Jurassic Park. You know, we've got the beautiful classic theme tune playing over in the background. We've got a Maserati helicopter flying overhead. Our classic. Well, it's actually a new style of vehicle by the looks of it. It's got the same sort of colour tone, that sort of red and grey colour tone as the Ranger vehicle.
This is Jurassic Park plus World. Jurassic Park World to me.
Muldoon and Ellie were driving around in. It looks slightly more. Look, I don't really. It looks like a pickup truck version, basically. The kids are seated in the back. The approach Camp Cretaceous has got its own new thing. I assume the idea was these were basically, and again, it's kind of a Jurassic Park thing, but they've only picked 6. There's clearly a lot of work in this, right? It's got its own fence and everything. It's got its own custom gate. Clearly, the idea was eventually to open this up to the wider public and become a truly faceted part.
Yeah, these Jurassic Parks end up in disasters because dinosaurs go loose.
Were in the original Jurassic Park film.
Oh my gosh.
The kids are very excited.
This is not the most amazing camp.
So we get a good look at the cast there. We've got, I assume, 3 guys, 3 girls. They're all varied and humans. I don't really know what to tag on that. There's nothing we can really gain from their characters in this trailer.
You have ever
That's pretty cool though, so we're going to see a whole new aspect of Jurassic World. This is interesting, these sort of treetop, these look like probably treetop hotels, treetop houses and stuff like that. But the original Jurassic World was actually going to have a treetop walkway kind of system. There is concept art for it out there, wherein they would walk amongst the trees and the Brachiosauruses would, you know, peek over and you'd be able to get very close to them, kind of like a Jurassic Park, but they climbed a tree. Ellie, Grant and Tim. But a more built-in part of the park, and you can see how advanced this is. There's one there, there's one there, there's one there, there's one there. There's even a pathway down there right away in the distance. So it is a well-built, functioning part of the park. Zip lines. Now this is the first interesting bit. There's a little bit of a difference here between, it reminds me of Planet Zoo a little bit, where the guests are very highly cartoon and stylized, and the animals are a little bit more realistic, and it's the same with the environments as well. Now the dinosaurs definitely have some cartooniness to them. You can see the proportions are definitely ramped up in a lot of ways to make them more distinctive. But they look more in a realistic angle than the visitors do. But that would be very cool. It's zip line across. There's one thing this series can do really well, especially in, I'd say, the first couple of episodes, and even later on to an extent, is showcase other attractions and things like that that we didn't get to experience in the Jurassic World film. Jurassic World had to kind of introduce the park, showcase the gyrospheres, the petting zoo, the Mosasaurus, a couple of things like that, but then it's a 2-hour film, right? You have to get into the action. With a longer series like this, which I assume has more than 4 30-minute episodes, you can show a lot more stuff off.
so cool.
It is cool, kid. It is cool. You're not wrong. And
Boom.
then it's not cool anymore. So this is actually one of the things I'm more excited about, because Jurassic Park for me has always been, the reason the original Jurassic Park resonated so strongly for me was because it was very two-tone in its approach, and I kind of felt like it really blended these disparate genres together. You had the majesty and the beauty of, say, the Triceratops or the Brachiosaurus scene, and then the abject terror of the Tyrannosaurus Rex scene of the encounters with the raptors. And it,
I want to screenshot this for the thumbnail.
it's always about appreciating the majesty and the beauty of these dinosaurs, whilst also appreciating that they are
Actually,
still
let me redo
essentially
that.
wild animals. You know, T-Rex wants to hunt. You know, they're essentially these animals that the Tyrannosaurus Rex scene of the encounters with the raptors. And it was always about appreciating the majesty and the beauty of these dinosaurs.
Yeah, that's a better
whilst also
screenshot.
appreciating that they are still essentially wild animals. You know, T-Rex wants to hunt. You know, they're essentially these animals that could absolutely destroy you if they chose to do so. And that kind of contrast between those two facets was always really interesting to me. And I feel like the later films lost that a little bit. I think Fallen Kingdom tried to bring it back with, say, the Brachiosaurus at the start and the baby Triceratops and stuff like that. But the first part of this trailer up till about here is all do-do-do, and then it's bam. And from this
Yep, I saw that coming, and of course it's gonna load.
this trailer
Of course it's gonna load. Is my hotspot off again? No, it's still on.
up till about here is all do-do-do, and then it's bam.
It's most like,
Part of this trailer
nothing bad's gonna go wrong. And it just went wrong in seconds. Yeah, you spoke too soon.
Horror-esque focused. It's really interesting to me. So of course the Indominus Rex is going to make it here. We can see actually some destroyed fence over here on the left-hand side. I don't know when this would be. I guess there must be a gap in the original Jurassic World where the Indominus decides to roam around the island, basically. We do see it in the northern region.
Okay, I have a theory. This is probably taking place before Jurassic World happened. You know, like, oh great, there's a loose hybrid. And then, oh, good happy ending. And now we just have to trap this dinosaur. So yeah, basically, first is season 1 of Camp Cretaceous, whatever. I'm just gonna call it Jurassic Camp. That would make sense to me. Yeah, first is Jurassic Camp, season 1. Then is Jurassic World. Then season 2. Events of Fallen Kingdom. If we're gonna get the Indominus Rex, I am hoping to see the Indoraptor in season 2. I'm already excited for this. And season 3 is probably gonna be the last season. It's gonna have some events of Dominion.
Reaches actually at some point, so.
What was that?
Indominus Rex is back!
It's basically like the Indominus. You can see it's, the animation and the...
Man, I love how we get a real life Indominus Rex, well CGI, and now we get an animated one. This is just perfect. I like how it looks like. Plus, it's been like, how long has it been? Oh, I know. 15, 16, 17, 18. 5 years since I've seen the Indominus Rex. Man, it's good to see you, buddy. How long has it been? 5 years?
A little bit more pointy, I would say, a little bit more stylized again, but it's essentially the same creature. That, however, is not a Indominus Rex. That looks to be a Carnotaurus to me.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was another one that looked the same, but it is but I thought there was another Indominus Rex, but nope, it's the same one from Jurassic World.
That's a Carnotaurus. So it looks exactly, essentially, like the Carnotaurus from the end of, from Fallen Kingdom, basically. Which makes sense. We knew they were on the island. We never saw them during Jurassic World during the outbreak, but assumedly there were Carnotauruses somewhere on the island for them to have then taken place in Fallen Kingdom. So we've got it here busting through some big old log. The kids are running away, very spooked, as you can imagine. These do basically look like the Jurassic World Pteranodons. You can see the sort of swathes of red sort of back there across the eye. The red sort of slightly plasticky looking body is very Jurassic World Pteranodon. Kids are spooked. As you can see, this is not an effective survival method, love. You need to run. There she goes. Looks like they're being chased by the Indominus Rex.
Yeah, they are being chased by the Indominus Rex.
Security people in the sort of area, whether they survive is another thing. Will people actually die?
Oh boy. I mean, both Jurassic World movies sort of were a bit. Yeah, and they involve some nasty blood scenes. Don't know how this is gonna go. I have no clue if anyone's gonna get eaten in the show. It's probably gonna be TV-14. I have no clue. People are now turning animation shows that were supposed to be for kids, but now they're turning animation shows that's supposed to be for kids into adult stuff. Because I've been seeing a lot of animations, movies and stuff for adults that weren't for kids. I thought Sausage Party was gonna be a new, oh look, another animated movie for me and my family to watch, but with the F-bomb, yeah, I then started to ask questions to myself. I'm like, what has happened? What have they done to animation? What have they done to animation?
In what is essentially a children's show, we'll have to wait and see. Probably not based on, the style, but there's a kid in blue, right? Remember, if we see a kid in blue, it's probably the kid. Oh, it's that kid there. Never mind. Right, so we just found the kid. We also get a glimpse of them using the gyrospheres.
Yeah, this is definitely happening during around Jurassic World, is my guess.
Dinosaur has decided to pop up.
I just thought of something. What if this is happening during Jurassic World? I changed it back. I'm changing my theory. So, I changed it that this is probably happening before Jurassic World happened. I'm now thinking this is happening during the events of Jurassic World. It has to. It has to, man.
For some reason. This is cool though, the Sinoceratops.
Also, if we had gotten Dom and Fast and Furious Spy Racers, we're definitely gonna get Owen and Claire in this one, in this Jurassic Camp series.
Was a little bit played up for comedic effect. It's cool to see herbivores doing something a little bit more aggressive. I'm always going to appreciate that. And it's interesting that they're using the gyrospheres. Now, whether that's inbuilt into the northern part of the island, into Camp Cretaceous as well, or not, we don't know. But we do know, as you'll see in a second, that they do go back to the southern part of the island. They end up in the actual Jurassic World. So I'm assuming that takes place during, maybe towards the end of the film when everything else is kicking off. So Camp Cretaceous happens during the start, the dinosaur breakout happens in Jurassic World, everything goes crazy for a little bit, they escape Camp Cretaceous, they end up down at the south part of the island. Very spooked. Looks like we're into the maintenance tunnels, which is pretty cool. I'm only seeing 5 kids.
No, it looks like 4 to me.
I assume this dude's meant to be like the lead dude, looking charging into battle there, right at the front. And there's the Carnotaurus again, very cool. And again, horror themed, those red lights. The Carnotaurus is definitely one of the more horror-esque dinosaurs in its design. It's pretty cool.
Oh, never mind, he was right.
Okay, we'll get a good look at him now, actually. There he is, fuming.
And for Velociraptors, that can't be a coincidence. Those gotta be Delta. I'm gonna look it up since I can't figure it out. Raptor names. I knew it. Charlie, Delta, Echo, and Blue. Yeah, those have gotta be them. Can't be a coincidence.
Lovely raptors. Now, they don't, to me, look like the raptors, the Raptor pack. Fun fact about the Raptor.
Oh, I noticed something. I know what that. Okay, I've seen that in Jurassic World. That happens when that guy falls down the thing, and then Owen has to come and calm them down. And yeah, those are definitely the Raptors. Owen's Raptors.
By the way, one of them, I can't remember who, Echo or Delta, one of the two, has actually been redesigned for all materials and upcoming stuff. They've had their skin pattern changed. I was going to cover that at a later time. But again, we've got more red light here. We've got what looks to be a bone. This is actually the Raptor paddock from Jurassic World. Even though these look to be different raptors, you can see by the top, this is that sort of 4-way gangway that sits atop the Raptor paddock in its sort of hexagonal shape. So they've ended up definitely in Jurassic World itself. And so we've gone through maintenance tunnels, we've gone through the Raptor paddock, we're going to see the Mosasaurus in a second, we've seen the gyrospheres. It looks like we're kind of going to get a tour of the rest of the park mid-battle, essentially, which is cool because the films, of course, had to focus on Owen and the kids, and we saw all these aspects of the park, but prior to disaster striking, essentially. She's spooked. She's got what looks to be a microphone. Maybe she's...
That's a flashlight, I think.
System or something, trying to call out to the rest of the park.
That looks like a flashlight.
Not having the best time of her life, it must be said. Getting attacked by pteranodons, they've of course escaped from the aviary. Here we have, for some reason, they're in a boat.
Okay, I don't know what that is. It's either that big giant monster thing that ate the Indominus Rex alive, or worse. I guess it's a hybrid dinosaur. I don't know, that thing, that back of the thing looks like it's an alligator. That thing looks like it's a giant freaking alligator.
Boat in the Mosasaurus paddock. I don't know why, but they definitely are, because we can see a hotel in the background. We can see that classic sort of arched fenceway that the Mosasaurus has above its paddock, and we can see the bloody Mosasaurus. And, you know, it's not like the Mosasaurus.
Well, you know, I don't even know that's the Mosasaurus, but that's what it was called. Yeah, the Indominus Rex was killed by the Mosasaurus.
Escaped at this point. That doesn't happen till Fallen Kingdom. Back on the gyrospheres, we've got Parasaurolophus there, we've got Brachiosaurus, chased by the Indominus Rex between the shipping containers, some lockers there. Very similar to, do you remember at some point during Jurassic World, kind of just after the Pteranodon bit, they were kind of in these back passage alleyway kind of thing, sort of the bits behind the park that the guests don't really see. This is a similar looking area. Maybe this kid's the main kid. This kid's been all over. I think this kid's definitely been in the most shots so far in the trailer. We have a shot there, very, very reminiscent.
Oh, that is creepy looking. And I can see his eyeball. Plus, same shot with the Jurassic World. And oh man, this show's gonna get good.
Of two different things. One, I think it looks very similar to. God, it looks like a horror film. I remember. It looks a little similar to the Rex at the.
Okay, that image just looks like a snake coming out, a giant freaking snake.
Start of Fallen Kingdom, not the Rex, the Mosasaurus at the start of Fallen Kingdom, I should say. You know where, oh my god, the eye, where it pops out of the water to grab the guy on the ladder. But also,
Oh, I noticed the
it
eye.
looks like she's on the shark feeder, and this is very similar to the shot from Jurassic World, where the Mosasaurus pops out to eat the shark on the rope. And it makes sense, you know, the Mosasaurus would see somebody hanging there, and they'd assume, oh, it's a shark. This is how it gets fed, right? Very regularly during the Mosasaurus shows, it's going to want to jump up and take a bite. I'm going to assume she doesn't get ripped to shreds, if I'm totally honest, but it's cool that it's there.
Oh, that would be nasty and that'd be terrible.
The flashing lights, the noise, it's proper horror movie stuff.
Hello? Hello? Can anybody?
Same thing. We've got what looks to be a climbing wall, so this is like a rec room sort of shebang, probably part of the Innovation Center or maybe one of the hotels.
That's a ping pong table.
Then the music, which is the Fallen Kingdom iteration of the Jurassic World theme. And our first proper look at the Camp Cretaceous logo, which is, of course, the Jurassic World logo, but it's got this wooden camp sign sort of effect to it. I actually really like it. I think that looks great.
Yeah, it looks great.
And of course, Rexy is going to make an appearance at some point. She's looking a little worse for wear, in my opinion, compared to some of the other creatures, but still. I love the music. I'm just going to let the music play for a second. Hello? Still? Is anyone there? No, I got it wrong. Is the Rex leaving or entering Camp Cretaceous? We don't know. But maybe that's how the...
My guess is that's probably the ending for the finale of that season.
Maybe they are locked within Camp Cretaceous, it's in lockdown, they're trying to get to the south part of the island, and the Rex bursting through is actually what allows them to escape in the first place. What drives Rexy up to the north part of the island, we don't know, but it does raise some interesting questions as to timeline. Because Rexy doesn't leave her paddock until the very end of Jurassic World. Now, either this isn't Rexy, or some parts of Camp Cretaceous are going to take place essentially during the end game.
I don't know. We're gonna have to find out once we see the show.
Hell, it could even take place. Maybe they actually evacuate the island. You know, everyone leaves. That could be quite effective. You know, they finally get down to Jurassic World itself. Finally get down to where they think everyone's going to be. You know, we don't see other people in the video, and they think they're going to be safe. And they get there, and everyone's already evacuated. It doesn't seem that likely to me, but it could be the thing. Then again, you'd assume somebody would remember they left these children up to the north, so we'll have to see how that plays out. I don't know if the implication is meant to be there's another Rex, but I don't see how Rexy would be at Camp Cretaceous itself during the daytime, and for this to all fit within the timeline of Jurassic World itself as well. That seems a little bit higgledy-piggledy, but we'll see what happens. We'll see how much it's going to be a slave to the canon in the first place. You know, how much is Camp Cretaceous going to worry about the timeline of Jurassic World, or do we take it as like an alternate canon kind of thing? We'll have to wait and see. But lots more footage here for the very first time. Lots of things we're seeing for the first time. You know, we really didn't see much in the past, so this is pretty cool. We get a good glimpse of the animation style, stuff like that. So that would be my one downside, I guess. I don't think the show had the biggest budget in the world. I think the animation and even the modelling looks a little bit janky. It's kind of what you'd expect for a kids animated show, but there are animated shows out there that probably look a little bit neater. It's hard to really get a good feeling from a trailer, I suppose, and we're not getting prolonged shots and stuff like that. I would say it doesn't feel high budget in how it's made, but hey, if the story's good and interesting, and hopefully we get some character development, hopefully they play around with the TV format. I've long wanted a Jurassic Park TV program, because I think using TV gives you a lot more opportunity for character development and interesting storylines over film, where you're more constrained by a shorter running time, but usually a big budget. it'll be interesting to see how they tackle it. I'm really excited about it. There's one more thing I want to show you, however, before we go. So not only
Oh, the poster. I'm loving the poster.
teaser trailer, but we actually have a new sort of poster one-shot image as well. Discover the other side of the island. It seems we're back on the zip lines again, so they're probably going to go back to them at some point. Smoking gun to an extent, you know, they see them at the start, the zip lines are there, we see them with the Brachiosaurus, and then towards the end they're going to use it to escape from the Indominus Rex. With its very mosquito and amber looking eye, we see the entrance in the background, and we just get...
Okay, I'm gonna stop there. But yeah. Man, this show looks like it's gonna get good. Okay, I made my decision. When this show comes out, I'm gonna be doing a reaction like I'm gonna do with Wizards. So when Wizards comes out, I'll do reactions, my reactions with the episodes. Same thing with this show, which I'm gonna call Jurassic Camp, since that's easier for me to say. But please do like, subscribe, tap the notification bell to never miss a video. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Yeah, bye-bye.